Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda, Kenya nchi.
The Big Four responds to these needs: joblessness among our youth, the high cost of basic foods, scarcity of affordable housing, and limited access to health care. It is an accelerated development agenda designed to help us achieve the social and economic pillars of our Vision 2030 and our 2010 Constitution.
We have all had these most repeated complaints by parents and by the youth reverberate across the country. There's no work. On television news, on radio and in newspaper stories, the same cry. There's no work. But soon, no more shall we hear this cry. The youth will be too busy working, taking advantage of the opportunities created by the Big Four agenda. The Big Four is an initiative by the Jubilee administration and specifically the vision of the President, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, that will unleash the latent energy and potential of the nation, creating direct employment opportunities for the youth, as well as opportunities for the youth to create jobs for themselves and others. Launched on 14th of November 2018, the Big Four is expected to revolutionize 4 sectors of the economy that will in turn catalyze growth all round. These carefully chosen pillars are manufacturing, universal healthcare, affordable housing, and food security. Each pillar has specific targets to achieve in terms of investment, direct jobs to be created, and opportunities for self-employment for the youth. Some of these key initiatives and their specific deliveries are as follows. Manufacturing.
We decided to have manufacturing as one of the 4 pillars of the Big Four in order to grow a larger national cake.
The Big Four agenda is set to increase the GDP from 9.2% to 15% by the year 2020 by creating 1.3 million direct manufacturing jobs. This has been seen so far in this leather industry in Thika Town, Kiambu County, which has employed over 200 local workers.
Well, I just think that this is the right initiative. The government is setting up a leather park. We would like to see that being accelerated because there is a lot of opportunity. However, the resources, the structures and infrastructure needs to be in place for other people to take opportunity.
Revamping of cotton and textile industry, using cotton hybrids that triple yields, incentive to ginneries and textile plants will create 500,000 jobs for the youth and increase the sector contribution from 3.5 billion shillings to 2 trillion shillings. In the leather industry, hides and skins will be processed locally, personnel trained, and 5,000 cottage industries created, including the upgrade of Machakos Leather Park and 3 new ones across the country.
We must recognize and appreciate that this is a long-term process. What the government has now instituted are policies, which are the right policies, and it's going to help a lot as far as the growth of the industries are concerned.
Kikotech it itself is an initiative of the county government under the Ministry of Trade and Investments. And mainly, the main aim of the Kikotech itself is first to create employment to our people. That was under the manifesto of the current government. Secondly, is to do low cost for our parents on what they are supposed to pay for the uniform. Thirdly, we are also looking at the point of wealth creation to our account, because when we produce, actually we make the account grow in terms of its economy.
Tulienda huko training Nakuru. Sasa huko ndiko tulijulia hayo mambo ya canvas, kuweka nguo canvas, kushona ile material quality, tulionea huko. Alafu wakati tulikuja huku pia tukapata kuna mashini za kati za kuweka canvas, tukaanza kuweka canvas pia huko.
we are looking at youth empowerment. By employing them, you also empower them with skills, what they are supposed to do while in other areas of production.
There are also plans for agro-processing, which will include creation of 1,000 small and medium enterprises, SMEs.
On agro-processing, my administration will support value addition for our agricultural produce.
Affordable housing. The government aims to build 500,000 affordable housing units in the period to 2022. Plans are underway to set up the Kenya Mortgage Refinancing Company, KMRC, to manage low-cost liquidity for mortgages, all in partnership with different agencies. There will be many opportunities for direct employment for those with construction skills, as well as indirect employment opportunities throughout the supply chain. Food security. The government plans to enhance infrastructure for food distribution to different parts of the country and reduce post-harvest losses from 20% to 15%. Various value addition ventures are planned.
Tulisema tutakuwa na mabadiliko. Hii ni mabadiliko au si mabadiliko?
Asanti, 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 asanti. Amoito no musili lambe unaneoka.
I'm pleased not just by the new jobs that we expect to be created for those who will be working directly for the plant, but also by the jobs that will be created for suppliers, our farmers. Been told that at least 30,000 farmers stand to benefit from this plant.
Universal healthcare. Anchored around the National Hospital Insurance Fund, NHIF, this initiative aims to activate the Community Health Workers CHW network, reform NHIF to align it to universal healthcare standards, redefining NHIF to include multi-tier benefit packages and digitization of its operations. It is incumbent upon youths to start preparing themselves right now so that they'll be in a position to embrace these opportunities once the program is launched.
Nitakuja hapa kuweka jiwe la msingi ya hiyo hospitali, and I believe that again will improve the quality and the standard of service that the people in this region are able to get. Na hiyo ndiyo haja yetu, hivyo ndivyo tutaendelea. Yangu ni kuwauliza, tafadhalini tushirikiane pamoja.
I'm optimistic that the new facility will greatly contribute in reversing maternal and child mortality in the region. There is nothing more painful as losing a child or a close family member because of lack of good health facilities. The success of our country's healthcare delivery is also dependent on constant supply of health workers, especially nurses and community health workers. They have greatly contributed to the decline of preventable maternal and infant mortality in the country, and I applaud their contribution. Thank you for the work that you do. You help bring comfort to so many that need it.
Tumefurahia sana juu sasa tulikuwa saa ingine mtu kama hakuna hizi mashine tukekuwa tunaenda Nairobi. So we are so happy for what the government has done for us. Na tunashukuru sana. Kitui tuna machine, tunatibiwa vizuri. Kwa hivyo sasa badala ya kulipa hiyo gharama kutoka hapa kwenda Nairobi, wakikuja huku watatumikiwa na watakuwa sawa sawa.
Such preparations can include skills attainment through enrollment in the Technical Training Institutes, TTIs, that have been set up across the country, as well as organize themselves into groups that can raise capital to start up small industries, and that financial institution and government youth empowerment initiatives such as the Youth Fund and Uwezo Fund can listen to. These services have been made available at the county level. The Big Four agenda is is complementary to Vision 2030 and is not intended to replace it. The opportunities that are coming are unprecedented to this economy. The cake is in the process of baking. Think, plan, mobilize, strategize, and prepare to take your bite, because no one can eat it for you.
Na nikienda nje sitasahau Kenya, na nitabaki Mkenya daima na milele.